down the stretch. What did you see as the difference late in the fourth quarter and in overtime in this one?
We had a couple laps on the defensive end. I think we had a couple fouls. I got to go back and watch specifically, but I definitely think we had a couple laps on both ends of the floor. But I think offensively too as well, we started to slow down a little bit and not play our style of basketball, just playing with pace and moving it side to side. We kind of let it stick a little bit. Missed a couple easy ones, but I just think that they turned up the heat and they got a couple calls to go their way as well. But a combination of multiple things.
We talked about this after the Knicks game, but in these physical games against playoff contending teams, just how thin is the margin of error, and how valuable are these type of games for your young group?
It's huge. Every game is a learning experience and an opportunity for us to show ourselves and learn how to get better and better chemistry and learn how to win a basketball game. And, tonight we have another chance to play a playoff-like basketball game where it's going to be physical and it comes down to the wire. So, again, just giving guys the experience of learning, although it wasn't the playoffs, this is how the playoffs is going to be. And it's going to come down to every possession, not just in the last 5 minutes, but it's, possession throughout the whole game and understanding that, every little thing matters. So I think, again, this is going to be a huge learning experience. Everybody's kind of upset that we didn't, pull this one out, especially with the lead that we have. But can't hang our heads too bad, got to watch the film and try to be better.
Go ahead, Kobe.
It seemed like guys are starting to get frustrated with some of the calls or lack of calls down the stretches. What are you telling guys in those moments, and I guess what's the importance of keeping the composure in those moments, even though things may not be going your way?
It's huge, man. I think that we keep preaching to each other, man. We're not really gonna get that many calls. That's how we gotta think, it's unfortunate, there's a lot of emotion out there, especially when you're playing extremely hard and you feel like you're not getting the same calls that other teams are getting. But again, they're human, so we gotta control what we can control and keep pushing. So that's something that we gotta get better at as well. Just yelling at the refs and trying to get calls, but it's part of the game. But again, that's something that we gotta really lock into and try to just pull each other, together in those moments and stick together.
Hey, Markel. Before tonight, your last three-point made field goal came against the Washington Wizards on January 21st. How important is it for you to infiltrate a three-point shot for your offensive scheme?
That's part of my game. Of course, I'm not, going out there just trying to force up threes. I'm a basketball player, so I'm gonna do whatever I have to do to make the team win. If I feel comfortable and I feel like I have a chance to shoot a three, then I'm gonna shoot it. But there's plenty of ways to be dominant on the floor, on both ends of the floor, and that's more so what I'm worried about. That's something that I obviously continue to work on every day, as long as with other things in my game. But I'm just out there playing as hard as I can, trying to do whatever I can to help the team win. So that's all that matters to me.
Jalen, your second unit, has made an impact on a number of games lately. How much pride do you guys take in the ability to swing open a game and impact it, especially defensively?
I think we just come in and try to play hard, and just take on the challenge of being much better than other team's second unit, or a tired first unit. Continue to come in and do our job, and I think that just comes down to being a good teammate. Is coming off the bench and playing hard, doing the little things, playing together, giving our guys a blow, start the game off, and try to give them some cushion for when they come back in the game. So, I think it's just something that all of us, we have a great chemistry together, and it shows when we play. The ball pops, we help each other on defense and fly around. So, I think just taking pride in doing our job, really.
Jalen, you've gone to the offensive rhythm over the last few games. I think scoring double figures, 5 of your last 7. Just what are you seeing out there that's allowed that?
I think just being me, to be honest. Not overthinking the game. Taking what comes, whether it's a transition, 10 pick and roll, cutting, slashing, knocking down shots. Just all things that I work on every day. And I think if I can trust that, which I haven't in the past, which is frustrating, but things like that happen. But if I trust that work that I put in every day, I feel like I can help the team in a multitude of ways. Whether it's on the offensive end, defensive end, kind of wherever we need it that night, to have a big impact there. So, I think it's just being me and playing off the confidence that the rest of the guys have.
Jalen, Markel, this one's for both of you guys. guys. The team seems a little bit more visibly frustrated after this loss than a normal loss. Can you talk to why that might be and just kind of what your thought process is after a tough loss like that?
We want to win, man. Especially, we remember, all the games that we played. We went down to Miami, kind of had the similar situation happen. So it's kind of frustrating when, we understand what we need to do to win, and we keep making kind of some of the same mistakes and different mistakes, and you come up short. I think it's just the passion that we have in the game and how bad we want to win and how bad we want to be successful. But at the same time, it's just sometimes we got to control that. But I think tonight, you just seen the passion of frustration of everything. The way we played, the mistakes that we made, the way we felt like the game was going, and how we fumbled the game in certain situations. And, we give Miami credit. Don't get me wrong. They play hard and start to pick it up, but we definitely felt like those things that we could control that we didn't do tonight.
Yeah, I agree. I think I think we all work so hard, and we always preach about how much work we put in, and how much confidence we have in each other, and how cohesive and together we are as a unit. And when you come out, you don't get the results that you all hope for and you all strive for. It's definitely frustrating, especially like Kel said, given that we've been in this exact same situation with this exact same team a couple weeks ago. So just to fall short on that again, a team that's in our home state, and a team that is gritty and tough and talks trash. You want to answer that back, and you want to escape those games with wins. And really just prove ourselves. I think we all feel how close we are. Realistically, that we're in the picture of everything, but we need wins like this, to start going in our favor, and and close these games out. So I think just falling short of that, it's just kind of feel like we're letting ourselves down.
Jalen, career night for you defensively, 4 steals, 3 blocks. Could have had a couple more if a couple bounces went a different way. Do you think that there is, you've talked a little bit in the past about how your defensive game, you're priding yourself on the defensive end. Was there a moment, do you think, that your game has taken a step forward in the last couple of weeks? Was there an epiphany where you found yourself, oh, this is it, this is how I unlock that next step?
I think it came when I was just getting back from injury, and trying to balance the minute restriction, and how do I still continue to come in, and I've been out for a while, and how do I fit back in with the team? And we've been rolling. We had a good rhythm. So how do I come in and not interrupt that? I think the easiest way initially was just to play defense, and just give everything I have on that end, and the offense, just let it come back and flow to me. That I think if you force that, one, it would look bad on my part, but 2, I didn't want to mess up with it. We are going as a team because we've been playing well on that end. So it's really just a complete shift in focus to there, and understanding how much of an impact I can have on that end, and how much I haven't. I wish I had given more to it on that end in the past, and just completely buying into that. And it felt good, having knowing all the guys are coming back to me after timeouts and after stops and steals, and give me high five and tell me keep going. Like we need that. I think that just continues to fuel it. So I think just trying to help our team in any way I can. Defense, has been it, so continuing to carry that. But tonight it looks good on paper, but it was a lot of lapses and a lot of things to clean up. So
Great. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.